an ancient curse, a whispered incantation, a chilling prophecy. These are the things of legend, and yet they hold a grip on our collective consciousness. These stories, passed down through generations, elicit a shiver down the spine, a quickened heartbeat, a sense of thrilling fear. They speak of the unknown, the inexplicable, the supernatural, and it is in these murky depths that our fascination lies. Why is it that we're so drawn to these tales of ancient curses? What is it about the supernatural that continues to captivate us despite our advances in science and technology? The answer lies deep within our psyche, in the very fabric of our being. It's the allure of the unknown, the allure of the mystery. Because you see, it is in the face of the unknown that we find ourselves most human, most vulnerable. It's where our imagination takes flight, where our fears and fantasies come alive. Our fascination with curses is not merely a product of our love for a good scare, though. It's also deeply rooted in our cultural and historical contexts. Curses have been a part of human culture since time immemorial. They are found in the folklore of every civilization, from the ancient Egyptians to the medieval Europeans, from the indigenous tribes of the Americas to the far-flung corners of Asia and Africa. They are a testament to our shared human experience, a reflection of our collective fears, hopes, and dreams. Curses represent a form of power, a means of control. They have been used as tools of revenge, as instruments of justice, as expressions of anger and grief. They are a manifestation of our deepest desires and our darkest fears. They are a window into our past, a mirror of our present, and a gateway to our future. From the tombs of Egypt to the ruins of Rome, today we delve into the mysteries of ancient curses. We will journey through time and across continents, exploring the legends, the lore, and the truth behind these enigmatic tales. Prepare yourself for a journey into the heart of darkness, into the world of the unknown, because, as we all know, truth is often stranger than fiction. Our journey begins in the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia, where curses were more than mere words. In this land of ancient secrets and mystic lore, the art of cursing was born. In the bustling market squares of Babylon and the hallowed temples of Ur, curses were woven into the fabric of daily life. They weren't just threats or idle words, but powerful tools of social control and spiritual warfare. The earliest known curses from this region were often inscribed on clay tablets. These curse tablets were no mere pieces of pottery. They were seen as potent conduits of divine wrath, imbued with the power to bring about calamity, misfortune, and even death. But how did these curses come into being? Let's journey back to a time when gods walked among mortals, and the line between the divine and the mundane was often blurred. In ancient Mesopotamia, it was believed that gods, goddesses, and other supernatural beings had the power to bless or curse. Priests and priestesses, seen as the intermediaries between humans and the divine, were often the ones to inscribe these curses. They did so to protect sacred spaces, to punish wrongdoers, or to gain an advantage in conflicts. These curses took many forms. Some were direct, threatening misfortune upon anyone who dared to cross certain boundaries. Others were more subtle, invoking divine retribution against those who failed to uphold their duties or obligations. But the power of these curses wasn't just in their words. It lay in the belief of the people. To the people of ancient Mesopotamia, these were not mere superstitions, but real and tangible threats. They believed that by breaking a taboo or committing a wrong, they could invoke the wrath of the gods, bringing about the curse's dire consequences. In this way, curses served as a form of social control. They kept people in line, maintained order, and upheld the sacred laws of the land. They were a testament to the power of belief and the fear of divine retribution. Thus began mankind's long and intricate dance with curses, a dance that would twist and turn through the ages. As the sands of time shifted, so did the epicenter of curses, finding a new home in the land of the pharaohs. Egypt, a land steeped in mystery and ancient wonders, became a fertile ground for the growth of ominous tales of pharaonic curses. One of the most infamous and enduring of these tales is the curse of the boy king, Tutankhamun. When Howard Carter and his team discovered Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922, they unveiled not just a treasure trove of ancient artifacts, but a chilling prophecy inscribed on the tomb's entrance. Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king. In the years that followed, a series of unexplained deaths and misfortunes befell those connected to the excavation. Carter's benefactor, Lord Carnarvon, met an untimely demise just months after the tomb's discovery, a death that many attributed to the pharaoh's curse. The sudden passing of two of Carnarvon's relatives, as well as a number of Carter's colleagues, further fueled the curse's mystique. The media of the day played a significant role in popularizing these curses. Each new death connected to the Tutankhamun excavation was reported with lurid detail, igniting a global fascination with the supposed power of ancient Egyptian curses. But was there any truth behind these tales? Modern science suggests that many of the deaths could be attributed to natural causes or to exposure to toxic fungi present in the tomb. Yet, the allure of the curse, the irresistible pull of the unexplained, persists. The curse of the pharaohs serves as a potent reminder of the enduring fascination humans have with the unknown and the lengths we will go to explain the inexplicable. It is a testament to the power of storytelling and the deep-seated human need to make sense of the world around us. In the shadow of the pyramids, the power of curses reached a new height. In the heart of ancient Egypt, the line between legend and reality blurred, leaving behind a legacy of curses that continue to captivate and intrigue to this day. From the banks of the Nile, we journey to the heart of the Greco-Roman world, where curses took on a different flavor. In the land of the Acropolis and the Colosseum, curses were not just the domain of the gods or the whispers of the underworld, but they were an integral part of daily life and legal proceedings. They were inscribed on lid tablets, known as defixione, and were used by both the elite and the common folk. Imagine walking down the streets of ancient Athens or Rome and finding people fervently etching curses onto these tablets. They would then bury them in graves, sacred springs, or even the walls of the buildings, hoping that the spirits of the dead or the gods of the underworld would carry out their malevolent wishes. These curses ranged from the personal to the public, and from the petty to the profound. A lover spurned might call upon the gods to make the object of their unrequited affection suffer. A litigant in a court case might curse his opponent, hoping to muddle his speech or make him fall ill before the trial. But it wasn't all about petty vengeance or personal gain. Some of these curses were sanctioned by the state itself, especially during times of war. Generals would bury curse tablets with the names of enemy leaders, praying for their downfall. One of the most famous examples of these state-sanctioned curses is the curse tablet found in the sanctuary of Zeus at Dodona. It contains a curse against King Philip II of Macedon, asking the god to bind Philip and cast him down, him and his chariots. So, what do these ancient curses tell us? They show us a society where curses were a part of the everyday, where the divine and the mortal realms were not so separate, and where people sought control in a world that often seemed chaotic and unpredictable. In the marble halls of Greece and Rome, curses became a tool, a weapon, and a form of justice. As the ancient world faded into memory, curses took on a darker, more sinister form in the medieval era. As the embers of the Roman Empire cooled, Europe descended into what we now call the Middle Ages, a time of knights, castles, and superstition. It was an era where the line between the natural and supernatural was often blurred, and curses held a potent place in the minds of the people. In the medieval period, curses were not simply idle threats or words of anger. They were considered powerful supernatural tools that could bring about misfortune, disease, and even death. Folklore and fairy tales of the time are replete with stories of curses cast by witches, sorcerers, and disgruntled spirits. These curses were often used as explanations for unfortunate events or anomalies that defied logical explanation. A failed crop, a sudden illness, the inexplicable death of livestock, all could be, and often were, attributed to the malevolent workings of curses. This belief in the power of curses led to a terrifying phenomenon: the witch hunts. Accusations of witchcraft and curse casting became a common occurrence. People, predominantly women, were accused of consorting with the devil and using dark magic to curse their neighbors. These accusations could be based on anything from personal grudges to mere suspicion, leading to a climate of fear and suspicion. The accused were subjected to trials that were far from fair. Many faced torture, imprisonment, and even execution. The infamous witch trials of Salem in the late 17th century were a grim echo of these medieval witch hunts, a stark reminder of the power of fear and superstition. Curses in the medieval period were more than just words. They were a reflection of the fears, beliefs, and uncertainties of the time. They were seen as a real and present danger, a tool of the devil wielded by his supposed servants on earth. In the shadow of the gallows and the flicker of the witch's pyre, curses became a thing to be feared and fought. In the modern world, one might think curses belong to the realm of superstition and folklore, yet their grip remains firm. Even today, in an era of scientific progress and enlightenment, the shadow of curses still looms in certain cultures. These cultures, scattered across the globe, continue to hold strong beliefs in the power of curses, often rooted in centuries-old traditions and customs. From the bustling markets of Marrakesh to the remote villages of the Amazon, the whispered words of a curse can still send shivers down the toughest of spines. Let's turn our gaze to the Western world, where, surprisingly, curses have found a home in the most unexpected of places, the world of sports. Yes, you heard it right. The infamous Curse of the Bambino, for instance, has left its mark on the history of American baseball. The curse, said to have been cast in the early 20th century when the Boston Red Sox sold star player Babe Ruth to their rivals, the New York Yankees, was blamed for the Red Sox's 86-year World Series drought. It was only broken in 2004, a testament to the lingering power of a curse. And then there's the infamous Hope Diamond curse. This tantalizing tale revolves around a stunning blue diamond the size of a walnut, with a history as deep and mysterious as the ocean it mirrors. Legend says that the diamond carries a curse, causing misfortune and tragedy for all who possess it. From bankruptcy to heartbreak and even death, the stories surrounding the Hope Diamond are as captivating as they are chilling. The enduring tales of these modern curses serve as a poignant reminder of the human flair for the dramatic, the mysterious, and the unexplained. They highlight our fascination with the dark side of our existence, the part of us that is drawn to the eerie and the uncanny. In the gleam of the diamond and the roar of the crowd, we find that curses have not lost their power. From the dawn of civilization to the modern day, the power of curses lies not in ancient words or mystical objects, but in the belief of those who fear them. Our journey through the annals of history has brought us face to face with curses that have spanned cultures and eras. But what truly fuels these curses? Is it the mystical incantations, the cryptic symbols, or the haunted artifacts? No, the true power lies in the human mind. It is our belief that gives life to these curses. Consider for a moment the power of suggestion. If you're told an object is cursed, your mind begins to anticipate disaster. A string of bad luck, perhaps, or a sudden illness. Not because the object has some inherent power, but because your mind has been primed to expect it. This is the psychological aspect of curses, where our expectations shape our perceptions and our reality. This is not to say that curses are merely figments of our imagination. Rather, it is our belief in them that gives them potency. A person convinced they're cursed might behave differently, make different choices, thus altering their own life trajectory. The curse, then, is a self-fulfilling prophecy, powered by belief. The power of belief extends far beyond curses. It shapes our understanding of the world, our interactions with others, and ultimately, our perception of reality. It is the cornerstone of faith, the driver of superstition, and the bedrock of mythology. Our beliefs, whether in divine beings, in luck, or in curses, influence our actions and our experiences. In the grand tapestry of human history, we find that belief is a potent force. It has started wars, built empires, and yes, it has given life to curses. Our minds, with their capacity for belief, are where these curses take root, grow, and wield their influence. So the next time you hear of a curse, remember this. It's not the words, the symbols, or the artifacts that hold the power. It's not the curse itself, but your belief in it that truly matters. In our minds, we find the true power of the curse. Today, we have journeyed through time, exploring the lore of ancient curses and their enduring power. We've tread the sands of Mesopotamia, where curses were etched in clay, and the tombs of Egypt, where Pharaoh's curses still echo. We've ventured through the Greco-Roman world, where curses manifested in the form of vengeful gods and spiteful spirits, before delving into the dark corners of the medieval world, where curses and witch hunts were intertwined. In the modern world, we've seen that despite scientific advancements, the allure of curses remains potent, a testament to the power of belief. Whether they are real or not, curses continue to captivate us, stirring our imaginations and touching our deepest fears and desires. In the end, ancient curses reveal more about us than the civilizations that created them. They reflect our fears, our hopes, and our timeless fascination with the unknown.